Good morning. Good morning, Melissa. How's it going? Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome. This is Breakfast Readings. I'm the Cardivo. How's it going today? Getting my coffee ready, getting my oatmeal ready, getting everything set up. It is, of course, Tuesday, so it's Taco Tuesday, so I gotta wear my taco shirt. Good morning, Rhyme or Reason. How's it going? Where are you checking in from? I don't know if you've been to the show before, but this is Breakfast Readings, where I have my breakfast with you folks and do my card readings. So I have my favorite deck that I use every morning. It's become the Maryland. Oh, nice. I don't think I've been to Maryland yet. Isn't that always a typical question? How's the weather out there in Maryland? Good morning, Ashley. How are you doing? So let me just get my oatmeal ready and then we'll start getting ready. So again, like every morning, I am using my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Two folks from Maryland. There you go. See, this is what we do here on the show. We bring people together. We bring y'all together. It's humid, really. You know what? I'm in Laguna Beach. I'm in California, and it seems like it's going to be one of those days where it's going to be a little off today. So. We have here in Laguna Beach, we have, of course, now that I'm going to say the words, I forget the words. We have Gloom June. So Gloom June, all through June, it wakes up really gloomy and foggy, and then it usually starts clearing up at about 1 or 2, depending on the weather. But it usually wakes up, although this morning it's already bright. It's 9 o'clock here. I don't know what time is it? Maryland, you're what? Oh, there's my oatmeal. 11. If you're in Maryland, it's 12 o'clock now? Is it 12 o'clock? All right, so my coffee's ready. My oatmeal's coming out. Good morning, everybody. Hot every morning without fail. You know things come out hot out of the microwave, so why do you grab them? Because I have to. All right, so while that cools down, who wants to go first? Remember, put in your name and a number from 1 to 9, and you will go first. And then the cue for you to put in your name and number for the next person is when you hear me say oatmeal break, that's the time. There you go, Liz 2. So my suggestion, as I tell everybody all the time, is in your comment section, put your name and your number. When you hear me say oatmeal break after I read for Liz, then hit send, and you'll be the first one ready to go. So we're going to start with Liz this morning. Good morning, Liz. Now, if you've been to the show before, you know that there always seems to be some kind of connection between everybody. So from the first person I read to the last person I read, the cards will repeat sometimes. They'll pop up again. There's always a kind of message. Yesterday was this disturbance. Yesterday we were talking about how be ready for the universe to just send a curveball your way. And I definitely did. There were a couple of things that happened yesterday that were not on my plan. But God, the universe, and life were like, we have other plans for you, Garza. So this is what's going to happen. All right. So we're going to start with Liz this morning. So Liz, all right. Pay attention to financial changes coming in your life. And you guys are welcome to screen grab these so you can pay attention later. pay attention to financial and changes in your life. So all the financial stuff, material stuff, especially because there's obstacles and challenges. So I feel like the change in financial settings, I feel like either, like, I know a lot of us have been going through that, like fired or furlonged or somewhere along the line, but I feel like the challenges and financial needs, because here's the sacrifice card. So I do feel like there will be, the changes will cause you to make some sacrifice. I'm not, because I don't know. Okay, so what I'm getting is that, are we moving or are we changing spaces? So either you're changing jobs, you're changing where you work, but it could also be like you're changing addresses, like you're moving somewhere else. But if some of these changes that are coming for you, you're moving. Okay, so that makes sense to you. Okay. Yeah, so the financial needs that came up, that's going to cause the obstacles and challenges and moving. So although I feel like although, yeah, this is for good. So although it may feel like maybe the move wasn't the best thing for you, but look, here's the material harvest. So this isn't in the long run. So I know if you're going into the tunnel right now of moving and readjusting and changing, and let's face it, not all of us like to move. I know people that do like the packing and unpacking. I do not. But if you are one of those folks that does not like the moving and wants, this is a stressful moment, just know that the universe has that light at the end of the tunnel for you. So although there are some material changes, which you said you're moving, and there are some obstacles and challenges to it, and you might have to make some sacrifices, just know that the universe is keeping track of that. And in the end, there'll be some good things coming out of it. So all I'm asking is just have a little patience if it seems stressful right now. Especially if you're moving into a new place. Green candles are really good. I would have malachite stones are really good. Green stone. Oh, here you go. Malachite, right here. Malachite's good for changes, for new things, for new starts. Tiger's eye is really good for setting the journey. I would get a green candle just to set that intention, but also a red candle for grounding and centering and balancing. It's really cool. So if you're moving already, if you've already moved into your new place, or when you say you were moving, when you get into your new place, I would say a red candle for that grounding, for the root chakra, and then a green candle for prosperity. And then always have a white candle around just to light whenever you get a chance. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense for you, Les. All right, oatmeal break. Hot. I didn't have oatmeal yesterday, and oh my God, today just sounds so good. My pleasure. You're welcome. Thank you. I know you have a choice to watch any other live. Here, I give you a quick reading for free. It's a gift for you. It makes me practice. But if you want a full session reading or if you want a full hour session with me and you want a reading or a workshop, we do cleansings, we do energy adjustments. Those are $175 for an hour. And you can book me through here. Just message me here. But please share this. Follow me, share me. I'm trying to post these on Instagram afterwards, but it only gives me 15 minutes, so I think I'm going to move them over to YouTube. I think if you missed this, I'm gonna take the whole file and put it on YouTube, so maybe you can go over there. But the next person, I'm waiting for the next person. Give me your first name and a number from 1 to 9. That's it. Thank you for sharing them. I really appreciate them. But I do have my Venmo here, and if you'd like to donate or tip, I'm always open. You can pay for my tacos today. Amy 7, excellent. Amy, good morning, Amy. Where are you? Where are you jumping in? For everybody who wants me to pull some cards for you, here's how we play here. So when you hear me say, I'm going to read for Amy right now. when you hear me say oatmeal break, that is your turn to put in your name and your number. And we just go for the next person that does it. Yep, you can. So just hold on, put it in your comment section, put your name in your comment section with your number. The next time you hear me say, after this, oatmeal break, that's your turn to put in your information. And then we just go till the hour. We go till 10 o'clock. But right now, we're going to go with Amy. Interesting. All right, Amy. Ready? Good morning, Michelle. All right. So usually I start with the foundation card. But I'm going to start, Amy, I'm going to start with your now card. Because this is the suffering in silence. This is you at the moment. And it's all about that quiet, that I can't, there's no other words. It's just your silence. The way you're holding on to your energy. But I feel like this, you know how everybody, you've all been through a storm, maybe it's a hurricane or tornado. There's the beginning of the tornado, there's the eye, and then there's the ending, correct? All right. So I feel like right now, the movements, the decisions, Amy, that you started making a little while ago, the decision to start moving forward are starting to pay off. Now, the issue, and I say this on the show all the time, the issue is that when I make a decision, when I take action, there is going to be a reaction. And this reaction is divided into two, positive and negative. Always. The way that I've lived my life, it always happens. We always think that it's not, but it is. There's always an action, reaction, positive and negative. And that's the way it's going to be. So, Amy, I feel like for you, like the action that you took right now, it's starting to break into the reactions, the positive and negative. Unfortunately, I feel like I just got chills. I feel like some of the people that were around you were not supportive of your decision. Now, I say that you're on the right track because here is the crown chakra. And the crown chakra, for everybody, right, it's right here in the crown chakra. And the way that I've studied, the crown chakra is what lights the most divine version of you. When you have that crown chakra, purple light or white light, however you want to see it, open up, it allows you to see the most divine version of you. So, Amy, the moves, the decisions that you made to take a step forward in the right direction, leaving those things behind, vices, addictions, people, places, and things that just didn't matter in your life anymore, that had no place. The decision to move that forward might have left you alone for a little bit, but you are finding the most divine version of you. Is that making sense? Now, one card jumped out. And that's what. Stand your ground, girl. Stand your ground. Oh, my throat chakra started closing up. Because you are using your voice, and that is so amazing. For everybody, your throat chakra is not about, like, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you no. Your throat chakra is about keeping it real with you. Are you being honest with yourself? So, for Amy, I am saying that the movements that you are taking, the steps that you're taking to improve your life, although right now it may seem like you're like, was it worth it? Yes. Because you are finding your divine light. But you got to stand your ground. There are people, places, and things. They're going to call you back, and they're like, Amy, remember when we used to have fun? Come on. And you're like, oh my God, I want to go have some fun. But my suggestion is stay your ground, girl. Stay your ground right now, and you're on the way to better. You're on the way to better. You don't need people, places, and things to bring you down. You need them to build you up. And I'm going to build you up right now and say, just keep going. Be honest with yourself. Why are you really doing this? And keep going forward. Does that make sense, Amy? I hope that made sense. Yes? All right. Open break. All right, we had Veronica 6 pop up. And Amy, did that make sense? Yes? All right, cool. And again, thank you for watching me. I usually like these small crowds because we get to like chit chat and have a good talk. But please share with others, because I know there's other readers. I watch them too, and some of them are really good. Some of them are like so on point. I've only had one person pull for me. It's okay, but I have some really good friends that read for me too. So, Veronica 6. Interesting. All right, Veronica. Okay, so the light comes up. The light card comes out for you. I feel like because it's in your foundation, I feel like there was this moment of revelation for you. I feel like we recently went through this like aha moment, and you're like, aha, that's how that happens. And like Wizard of Oz, like you got to see behind the curtain and realize what's really happening. Now, I feel like I feel like once you realize what was happening, that you were expecting things to just change automatically, and it just like poof. But you got to have a little patience. Some of these things are taking a little time to adjust. I feel like even though you know the truth of the situation, it's not going to evolve that quick. And I snap my fingers because I feel like the universe, like, not necessarily physically, but I feel like you're snapping your fingers at the universe going, yeah, I'm ready. Now, the important thing, though, is that your heart chakra card comes out. And the heart chakra, for everybody watching, heart chakra, here or here, wherever you want to put it, but it's here. Your heart chakra is where we listen. It's where we bring in the information. So I feel like there's a lot of information coming to you right now, especially after this revelation that's happening in your life. So it's the revelations that came up in your life. You're expecting quick changes, but there's messages coming to you that are going to help you in your journey. Do not rush through it. Are you listening to me? Do not rush through it, especially because here's this card jumped out, so I pulled it for you. It's the mental conflict. So I feel like although you're listening with your heart, you're so hardcore dissecting everything and breaking everything down and overthinking it. And what if, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I should have said this instead of that. I should have done this instead of that. Why didn't I say this when I had to? So, but everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. I'm not sure if this is making sense or not. Where are we, Veronica? But so anyway, the light that came up in these new revelations, it's going to take a little time for everything to process. Make sure you're listening with your heart and don't over process things, because you're going to, I say this with love, but you're going to mess it up if you keep trying to break it down. Let things work themselves out slowly and it will happen. But if you try to rush it, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. So give yourself some time to process the information here, not here, here. See it from all sides, figure it out, and then you will get to, and then what's for you is for you. Especially if there's some financial stuff coming up, because I get a little bit of an itch in my money hand. If there's a little bit of financial stuff connected to this, you'll get yours. But just take a deep breath, process it, and make sure that you're speaking your truth to you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right. Oatmeal break. You're welcome. All right, we're going to go with Gen 4. Good morning, Jen. How are you doing? Some of you are quick. Some of you have, I know, I recognize some of the names. I know some of you have been watching me for a little while. And y'all are quick. I remember I do also take donations if you're inclined to. Jen for. Now, if you've been watching this show for a while, you know that I always say this, that thank you for the roses. I appreciate the roses. I always mention that cards pop up randomly again through the reading. So for the hour that I'm here, sometimes one card will come up several times for several readers, and it just happened again. So you'll see this in a minute. So for Jen, this is your time to get a little. Thank you. Oh, that's so cute. I haven't seen that one. That is so cool. Thank you for the flower. This is your time to just. Now I feel, because I'm getting a little tingly, I feel like for you to actually stop, it's not that easy. Like I feel like your energy is always like 5 steps ahead of you, and then you catch up, and then because I'm feeling like I'm always playing catch up, like I'm never quite in the moment. But this is important for you to be in the moment right now. Don't think about what's going to happen later so much as what you're doing. Excuse me, now, not necessarily like right here, right now, but what you're doing today. Think about what's happening today, especially because I was mentioning the cards that repeat. Here's the crown chakra. You are working so hard and finding the best version of you. Now, I'm going to say this. Are you tapping into the best version of you? Or are you, and you're going to answer this at home, or are you trying to find the best version that you think people want to see?